Yeah, can I just move a little bit more? There we go. Perfect.
Right. Why you right here recording? Why you right here recording? That's why I don't want to box no more. You know what I mean? Because I feel as though, like, I want to do therapy, right?
So it's 3 fights for sure.
Why are you retiring, Tank? Why are you retiring?
What changed? What made you?
This shit is trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Moderate.
Professional boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis just dropped a major bomb on the boxing world and says he is going to retire from boxing. It seems as though he has lost all hope in his career and even called the sport complete trash. Tank Davis even slammed a great legend like Mike Tyson and shared that he shouldn't have fought Jake Paul to tarnish his legacy. Davis claimed that there may have been people around Mike Tyson that provoked him to take on a challenge that he couldn't handle.
You called the Paul clown following the Tyson fight. Tell us, exactly why expound on that.
Because why would he even want to fight him? And who told Mike Tyson to fight anyway?
Do you think that it might have tarnished Mike's legacy in a way?
Yeah, they did. They definitely did.
On the other hand, Tank Davis is set to fight Lamont Roach in March, and his opponent gave a brutal warning ahead of their clash. Lamont shared that he will definitely go for the knockout and end Tank Davis once and for all.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. It is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
Hey, what's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
Meanwhile, Davis wasn't far behind in throwing insults at Lamont Roach. He said that Roach got scared as soon as he started talking.
Say 9 round. You said 9? Yeah. What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared.
I'm telling you, you said you going down in a night? You know that power curry lit.
I know you got some sneaky power. That's what I do know.
Gervonta Davis completely lost his cool and erupted on a reporter who challenged Davis to beat Roach. Tank got up and shunned the reporter and immediately bet $100,000 on beating Roach.
You said what? You said what? Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the talk. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want to bet? How much you want to bet? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet. What's your name? Where you from? All right, bet.
Furthermore, Tank Davis shared his honest opinion on boxing and said that his situation is similar to Lomachenko's, where people started calling him old. Gervonta commented that it's the same with him. But the different thing is that he may just have a fight where he sees a spark which ignites the fire within him once again. He pointed out that it will be the Lamont Roach fight. Tank stated that after being in the sport for this long, the body starts to give up and a person feels absolutely.
You know how when they told you said how like I pulled the fort Lomachenko, right? And like how he said like he was retired and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like when he talking that spark the plug again.
Lamont Roach fired back at Tank Davis and commented that he doesn't want to stain his legacy by fighting Tank when he has no motivation and no fire left within him. Roach shared that he wants the best version of Tank Davis so he can make a name for himself. Lamont pointed out that Davis shouldn't go out without a fight.
I don't want you to fight me like you said you're going out.
Always go like this. Always go like this.
No, what I'm saying, you just said you feel like you're going out.
They go to sleep.
I don't want you to feel like you're going out.
I
don't want that to be an excuse. You know our team, they ain't no excuse. I don't want to be like, oh, that was my last fight like that. I don't want that. That's going to stain my legacy. Yeah.
Lamont, is this what you want? Is this the Tank you want to face?
Of course, I want to face the best Tank, dude.
Boxing insider Rick Glazer is back with a set of updates on PBC, and it seems like this time the Tank vs. Roach fight is in trouble. According to him, things are still bad for Al Heyman. Glazer has already highlighted the problem that the veteran promoter is having with his deal with Amazon Prime Video, and it looks like the financial issues are now also reflecting on the upcoming Gervonta Davis fight. Rick Glazer took to social media and wrote about the Tank fight, very interesting development at Tuesday's Tank Davis-Lamont Roach press conference. Besides the fact it started 4.5 hours late, Leonard Ellerbe was not in attendance, nor was any trainer for Tank, so the huge question mark is, Are there trouble in the Tank Davis camp? Lamont Roach took another shot at Tank Davis and said that Gervonta has only fought guys that don't have a chin and can't take a punch. Tank responded with a casual attitude towards the question and said that he would have to test Lamont's chin. In return, Roach, on the other hand, agreed and commented that the real reason why they are fighting is
Roach said earlier today that, he feels like the guys that you've knocked out recently don't have a chin. What's your response to that?
We gotta test his chin out. Come watch the first.
We ain't on that. Motherfuckers don't hit me.
What's your reaction to that, Lamont? You said, you feel like guys.
That's what we gonna be in there for.
Furthermore, Tank gave Roach another brutal message and said that he should leave the kids home because the fight will be ugly. Lamont doesn't believe that he needs to keep his kids away, as he shared that his son will be right beside the ring with him.
Same thing he gonna try to test. I'm gonna
You
try to
seen my
test.
post, right?
You said, which one?
Well, I told you to leave the kids home.
My son gonna be front and center. Fuck you talking about? He gonna be front and center.
Leave the kids home.
Why wouldn't he want to see his father
What's up,
become
little bro?
two-time world champ?
Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis was confronted by a reporter who said that Tank owes him money because he won the bet in his previous fight. This time around, the same guy put the money on the 9th round, and Gervonta reaffirmed that he would knock out Roach in that round.
What's up, bro? You want me a lot of money.
Yeah, for real?
Remember? We saw you at CVS.
Yeah, fire.
Saw you at CVS. You told me 8th round, put a stack on it on DraftKings. Most money I've ever won on a bet before. Yes, bro.
Damn, that's
And did
crazy.
you hear Joe Budden brought it up on his podcast?
For real?
He said some guy on the internet, didn't say my name, but he said some guy on the internet just ran into Tank at CVS the night before the fight, and Tank told him 8th round, and he ends up knocking him out in the 8th round.
Damn, that's crazy.
Davis spoke about his impending retirement at the press conference on Tuesday and shared that he will retire next year. Tank commented, "After next year, I'm out of it. Yeah, out of this sport." This raised many question marks among fans and analysts, so some of them sought to find the truth from Davis and himself. Tank Davis shared his honest thoughts on the Lamont Roach fight and on a fighter's mindset. He said that it's not hard to get back into fight mode, since he previously shared something similar. Tank expressed his mental health problems and the issues with everything happening so fast, but he stated that he will be back in action soon.
No.
Something different.
It's not hard. It's not hard to get into it. It's just my mind wasn't like, it's not registering that it was a press conference today and things like that. I don't know what's going on, but it's going. I'm gonna get there.
Davis told Inside Boxing Live that he felt he needed to step away from boxing for the good of his family. Gervonta stated, "That's why I don't want to box anymore. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it would lose the fire that I have inside of me. I want everything out of me, so I don't ever think about fighting again. I don't even think about getting angry because I have 2 daughters. I want to be much softer, be more humble, and things like that." Gervonta Davis is not feeling himself anymore, and he is slipping with time. Gervonta shared that he just turned 30 years old, and he is losing his motivation to fight. Davis claimed that he shouldn't be fighting at this age, and there are other more important things in life besides boxing.
Saying what he said. He said something. He heard I've been slipping.
Basically, I heard you fell off. You were not having that. You turned 30. How does it feel to turn 30? Oh, now I turned 30. I was like, damn, now I can't go to the club. I can't do this. How do you feel turning 30?
Like, why do shit now? I'm 30. I don't want to be doing that.
Moreover, Gervonta Davis predicted how his fight with Lamont Roach would play out and shared that he would knock out his former amateur rival Lamont from the Baltimore, Washington area. Tank stated, "I like to show people that they aren't who they say they are. I like to prove it to the people who doubted me. My first time winning the title, the whole building doubted me." Lamont Roach, on the other hand, moves back up in weight in hopes of adding another belt to his collection. Roach told the audience that he will prove who is the best in the division, and it will not be Tank. Lamont further added, "This is a hell of an opportunity, and we're going to conquer it. Everyone knows what I'm coming to do, and if you don't, you'll be surprised. I'm going to show you what happens when 2 dogs go in the ring together." Even though Gervonta Davis may not feel like boxing anymore, his intense face-off with Lamont Roach was the same as with his previous opponents. Tank gave Roach a death stare and never broke eye contact, while Roach remained calm and cheerful since he will get an insane amount of money to fight Gervonta.
Thank all day, baby. Thank all day. Easy work. No easy work. My money goes away.
PBC finally set an official date for Tank's return after months of uncertainty. The WBA lightweight champion will headline the Barclays Center in Brooklyn on March 1st in his second title defense. However, according to Rick Glazer, PBC's financial problems will spoil the event as the official press conference put a huge question mark on it already. Gervonta Davis had announced in early October that the bout would take place December 14th in Houston, but no special reason was given for the postponement. On another occasion, Gervonta Davis talked about his early retirement plan in 2025. Although the fans don't want to see him retire this early, Tank's priorities have changed, including a fight with Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Fans have wanted to see him go head-to-head with Shakur Stevenson, but Davis completely shunned all talks about his fight with Shakur and trashed him for not having any famous fight or accomplishing anything in boxing.
Honestly, I don't want to see you retired. I don't think they're going to see you retired.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about after this year. So some fights can still happen, but after this year, I'm out of.
Could we see you with Shakur before you go? Why you think about retiring?
For what?
Okay.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done?
Meanwhile, Tank Dave has revealed that boxing is trash right now and he is focused on retiring very soon. He even trashed a reporter for asking him silly questions in recording without his permission. As soon as their fight got announced, Gervonta Tank Davis literally got slammed by pros and noobs alike. For cherry-picking Lamont Roach as his next opponent, coach Calvin Ford thinks otherwise and said that Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis have known each other since a very long time. Ford thinks that it would be a very interesting battle since both the fighters have been taking shots at each other continuously.
And they've been knowing each other from the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him back and forth battles and whatnot. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight.
On the other hand, Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis have had some back and forth beef with each other, which is obvious on social media. Roach has shared some very demeaning comments about Tank and said, "Houston, we got a problem. You must think I'm one of them, regular ____, all fought or some L cut it out." Measy, in response to Lamont's insults, Tank Davis fired back by stating, "I advise you not to talk so much. It can be bad for you. You know that already." The woe coach Calvin Ford is convinced that Tank's fight with Roach is what the world needs, and he fired back at all the people who have given Tank hate for fighting Lamont.
Stuff about, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
Former boxer Paulie Malaji said that Lamont Roach is not at the level of elite boxers, but he is better than a weight-drained Ryan Garcia. Paulie thinks that the fight doesn't deserve a pay-per-view status since Lamont is not famous enough. Not.
I'm not sure. You know, Roach has been a solid fighter throughout his career, but I'm not sure that he's been of the level yet, or at least notoriety-wise, to be in a fight like this. But then again, you know, is he more impressive than Garcia, who Gervonta brought up in weight and had the same championship title a couple of years ago and fought him in a pay-per-view headliner? Yeah, I think Roach is a step up from that kind of opposition.
So Chris Algieri supported Paulie's remarks of not giving this fight a pay-per-view status. He said that putting the fight on free TV would make a lot more sense given that Lamont is not at the level of Tank.
Eyes on you, fighting one of the best fighters in the world today. One of the most popular fighters for sure is Gervonta Davis. It's also an all DC area clash, and I think that's going to bring a lot of eyes from that area. But in terms of,
which is weird, right? Because it's in Houston. It's an all DC fight, but it's in Houston.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree with you, Champ, that making this a pay-per-view doesn't sound very smart.
In addition, Devin Haney laughed at the news of Tank fighting Lamont Roach. Haney is someone that the fans want to see Tank fighting among others like Shakur and Lomachenko. Tank responded swiftly with a picture of Haney taking a shot from shared opponent Ryan Garcia, saying, "Let's keep laughing your face." Hates to see a left hook coming on the flip side. Boxing trainer Bozy Enos thinks that Lamont Roach versus Tank Davis is a good fight, and he favors Tank to win that bout.
I think it'd be a good fight, man. Him and Tank. I think it'd be a real good fight, man. You know what I mean? I think I would have to go with Tank, though. I would have to go with Tank.
Bozy Enos further added on Tank's skills as a professional boxer. Andy's commented, "Tank will set you up. Like I said, he knows how to set you up. And also, like I tell people, Tank can box when he wants to box. Additionally, boxing trainer Robert Garcia thinks that right now in the 135 pounds class, Tank is unbreakable." Garcia stated, "He's unbelievable, man. I think Tank at this point is unbeatable at the lightweight division against any of the world champions." Garcia further emphasized Davis's status as the top contender in the division, praising his recent performance against Frank Martin. Boxing trainer Greg Hackett shuts down the talk about Tank cherry-picking Roach, saying they both went toe-to-toe with the same fighter like Hector Garcia, so they're on the same level. It might not have the hype of a Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney fight, but it's still real and worth watching.
Yo, this would be a rematch from the amateurs. I don't know how many times they fought, right? But dudes are saying like, oh, he bringing up another fighter. And while I understand
Right.
It's like they talking like Tank ain't start his career off at 26. He ain't no huge 35.
And let's be real, they both fought Hector Garcia. So the reason I brought that up is because the level of boxing. Tank only fought him like what, a year and a half ago, 2 years? He fought Hector Garcia. Yeah. So then you got
Lamont fought him right at.
On the other hand, pro boxer Mickey Bay thinks that Lamont Roach is not a cherry pick opponent for Tank, and he is someone who can pose a serious challenge. Mickey said that Roach is a young, hungry champion, and Tank will do his thing to excite the fans.
You know what? Tank is Tank do his thing, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he closed the show and he get the people what they want. You can't say it's a cherry pick because dude is a young, hungry champion. And it makes sense. They from like the DMV area.
They arguably the same size.
Exactly. So it ain't a cherry pick. We wanted to see him with another fighter, but at the same time, this one you could say, all right, I'll take that.
Additionally, Lamont Roach, aka The Reaper, talked about his past fight with Davis when he appeared in an interview touching on his initial career, and fighting Tank. Roach declared, "I fought Gervonta Davis twice. In the amateurs, I lost both times. The first one was a little fishy. No, they both are on YouTube. You can go watch them. The first one I fought him was at Baltimore in the Regional Junior Olympics. My dad sent the tape to USA Boxing. In addition, shows the adult shared his thoughts on social media regarding the matchup and made fun of both Roach and Tank Davis. He said that this type of fight doesn't suit Tank Davis at all."
Hey, breaking news! Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach.
Who's fighting, Fred? Do you know?
Yeah, Indian Joe Roach and a Mexican fella named Jesus Alvarez.
I'm sorry. No disrespect to Lamont Roach, but Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach, December 14th. Look, that's diabolical.
Do you believe Roach even stands a chance against Tank, or would you rather pick Tank as the winner before even witnessing the fight? Will Tank retire after this fight? We would love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments section below and subscribe for more content like this.